But today is also a celebration for the rest of us, for it is a pleasure for us to see love in bloom and to participate in the union of two people so delightfully suited to one another. And to have a cup of cocktails in the process. So let's get on with it already. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is standing together and facing the world. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner. Brynn and Peder also wanted me to thank all of you for making this trip to St. Lucia. They would also like to recognize all of those who couldn't be here today, as they are certainly missed but not forgotten on this day of celebration. Donna, Rick, Carl, and their fur babies that are home missing them, Toby and Harper. Speaking of important people, there were none more important in influencing the lives of Brynn and Peder than their parents. With that being said, who gives Brynn away in marriage to this man?
I do. Drummer.
Brynn and Peder, the vows that you are about to make are a way to share your love and commitment to each other in your own words. Sometimes poems, verses, and quotes just don't get the point across the way you need them to, and the best option is just do it yourself. These vows are your way of openly declaring your promise to one another, as well as to all those who are here in attendance today. The bride and groom will now say their own vows.
Peder and Aakjar. You were certainly one of a kind. Intelligent, stubborn, funny, handsome, strong-headed, and the most sarcastic jackwagon I've ever met. And I couldn't be more honored to share the rest of my life with you. Because beneath that witty, stoic exterior, you're the most generous, thoughtful, kind-hearted soul I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. You make me a better person, and I vow to spend the rest of my life doing the same for you. You are my best friend, and I promise to be yours. I promise to be your confidant, to be your shoulder to lean on, to listen to you, to cry with you, and to offer advice when needed. I promise to support and encourage you through all of life's endeavors, including, but not limited to, the compound. Peder, I vow to love and care for you, even when you can't do so yourself. I promise to cherish you through all of life's happiest of moments, and through the terrible ones too. Through home renovations, homelessness, sick puppies, family drama, and disastrous vacations, I promise to be your rock. I promise to rub your feet at the end of a long day, to take the night shift walking the dogs, and to even tolerate your hangriness. I promise to love you unconditionally, always. I promise to love you even when I can't stand you, and I promise to be true to you and only you for the rest of our lives. I vow to make time for you and us as our family expands, and I vow to grow, continue to learn from you, and evolve with you. I promise to continue creating adventures with you, and to never stop laughing until my last breath. You are my best friend, my love, and the only person I want to grow with. I choose you. I love you.
Damn, I should have went first. Mine on my phone. Hopefully my fingerprint works. Try to do that. Alexandra. Relax. First off, high five. Strong work on the dress. You did a great job. You look beautiful. 6 years ago when we met, you, as an adult learner.
Wait, I have a question. 6 years?
It's been 6. Anyway, 6 years ago when we met, you as an adult learner, and me being my center of attention, obnoxious self, I would never have guessed we'd be standing here today. Our crazy-filled dating spree would have led to a lifetime together. 4 years ago, we spontaneously went to St. Thomas together, and it's been one adventure after another. Let's get something straight. We all know you canceled the wedding because you were afraid of what I would say in my vows. But let me reassure you, I have the rest of our lives to embarrass you. I love you. I love everything about you. From the little things, like when I taught you what your true bra size was, to the mere determination of you constantly trying to keep up with me. Not a day or a challenge goes by that I throw at you that seems to concern or faze you. People spend their entire lives trying to figure out what they want and who they want or should spend it with. Well, like everything else in my life, I've learned young. I know what I want and how to get there. And I know I want you. I want you to be the person that I spend the rest of my journey with. There are a few people in this world that can take on the crazed Peter tactics and constant buzz I give off. But you seem to take everything I do with ease. It makes you smile and excited. That's what I need. You're who I need. Every day in my life. Despite the constant negativity the world offers and the numerous interferences on our relationship, you've never once quivered or given up. It's never crossed your mind we wouldn't be together. Know this. I love you more than I've ever loved anyone before. You make me happy. You keep me sane, which in return keeps these people sane. Let's continue our journey with love and success. Let's always remember that we have each other, and no matter what anyone else has to say or what the world decides to throw at us, we have each other. And know having you makes it easy for me to continue to wake up each morning with a confident attitude and a smile on my face. I love you, and strong work.
All right. Brynn and Peder will now exchange rings to symbolize their commitment. Rings are derived from humble beginnings of imperfect metal to create something striking where there was once nothing at all. It is customly worn on the ring finger as it is the only finger with a vein running directly to the heart. The wearing of the rings is visible, outward sign that they have committed themselves to one another. Peder, rings.
Katie, this is yours out.
There you go. No, I have your ring.
Oh, wrong one. Sandy, you fucked up.
Peder, please take Brynn's hand and repeat these words. Okay? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love
as a symbol of our love
for today and tomorrow
for today and tomorrow
and for all the days to come.
and for all the days to come.
Where as a sign
Where as a sign
of what we have promised
of what we have promised
on this day,
on this day,
and know that my love
is present even when I'm not.
You have his ring? Brynn, please take Peder's hand and repeat these words.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for today and tomorrow and for all the days to come. Wear it as a sign of what we have promised on this day. And know that my love is present even when I am not.
All right, this is it. You can't go back after this. No, you can't send a sorry, not sorry card. It's time to make the magic happen. Brynn and Peder, you have professed your love by exchanging your vows. You have symbolized your commitment by exchanging rings. With all of this, there is just one more question I need each of you to answer, and then we're off to celebrate on this beautiful island. Brynn, do you take Peder to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Peder, do you take Brynn to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor her, keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful as long as you both shall live?
I do.
All right.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Woo! Well, it's my great honor and privilege to be the first to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Aakjar.
Tying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got